Alright, boys and girl, I'm going to explain to you guys how on hard mode you can get the Swift Soul by manipulating the RNG of the Lagdu Ruins. A couple of things I'm going to explain first. So, currently I've gone through the painstaking process of insanity of maxing out as many stats as I can on a lot of my characters. Essentially trying to build an optimal team for clearing the Lagdu Ruins. This is just something I did when I was a kid, and I've redone as an adult, crazy enough. But essentially focuses on bishops because they have the ability to slay monsters. Yeah, the skill Slayer, and it does way extra damage. But essentially, none of that is really important. I'm just going to show you guys how to get the Swift Soul. Obviously, you can see that I've done control enemy glitches, getting Demon Surge and Crimson Eye. So Demon Surge, I mean, both of these have unlimited uses. Crimson Eye, you can see that it does more damage, but it has a little bit more weight, so it doesn't always attack twice. And for some reason, Cyclopses in hard mode are so fast, you can rarely get 2 hits on them with a bishop. So that's why I use Demon Surge. Sometimes that doesn't always finish them off, but you do get double hits. Okay, so I put that on most of my bishops, and you know, just a few units that are unarmed usually, like Tethys. And as you can see, I've already maxed out the movement stats on most of these characters. Not all the characters, which is why I'm going to show it to you with Saleh, whatever his name is. I'm going to do it with him next because he only has 6 movement. And you want a unit with 6 movement, and I'll show you why here in a second. So let's quit yapping and get into the Swift Soul glitch. So we're going to start off by saving and then immediately reset the game. Soft reset, LRAB or LRA start maybe. Sometimes I just use LRAB. Then go into the Lagdu Ruins. Okay, just get this. So you want your 6 movement units to be right here. Now you can also have them right here and do this pattern, but I like to do it right here. It just feels a lot faster because you can run them into these trees and it essentially cuts their movement pattern short. So we'll do that right now. So first of all, in hard mode, you only have to do this pattern 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then what you do is retreat, and you can save or you don't have to save. It's really personal preference. I just save every time just for safety's sake. Alright, and then start up, then just retreat again, and you're going to do this 6 times, and I'm going to show you the signs that you know you're on the right path, and it's going to be where these monsters spawn at on the map. So I'll start again, and this is retreat number 3. So there's going to be 2 enemies that show up on the map. Boom. Archmogul and Wilgi, whatever, the 3-headed dog. You're always going to see these guys on the 3rd run, so that means you know you're on the right path. Okay, go through again, and you're going to do it 6 times like I said. And you'll also notice the patterns of how the enemies are arranged on the map. So this is reset number 4, so it looks, you know, these guys are normal. You know, this is like the most normal looking pattern you can get. Okay, so retreat, and then let's see. Yep, you can't see anybody on this. Okay, start up again. Now watch the pattern change. See, now you got these guys here, this guy's spawned down here all funky, but we're still on the right path. because all we're doing is retreating. We're not doing any more pattern movements. You do not attack anybody because it will mess up the random numbers. What we're doing is burning through a certain random number pattern that just happens to spawn a swift soul on an enemy. Okay, so here's this guy. That's another sign that your next retreat is going to be the one. Alright, let's retreat one more time. And look at that. So, fifth one, always notice, if you hit the L, that's a W. If they make this L pattern, it is anything but an L, it's a W. Because you know what that means is on the next spawn, we're gonna get an Elder Bale right here. And we go back in, and this is the money game right here. So I will say, you know, I can do this pretty quick because, you know, all of my units are max statted. I have Leon with Naglfar, and max attack, which instantly kills walls in one hit, like you've seen. I also used to use Ross and Brave Axes, so you can use any Brave weapon and take it out. But essentially, you want to get to this guy on turn 1 or 2. You don't want to waste any time, which is ironic because I've been doing this for hours and hours, just wasting my life away. Okay, so this is like the most optimal thing you can do, is everybody max stats, everybody max movement. So now we kill the wall with Leon. Go over here, kill this Cyclops, usually does a critical, watch this. Boom, critical. You can see how long I've been doing this. And then boom, Rennick, a rogue, is just gonna steal it. You can kill him or steal it, it really doesn't matter. What I used to do in the past was just kill him with any of the bishops that I had available. But like I said, it doesn't matter. So now we're pretty much done here. And I'm gonna go through this entire cycle just as fast as I possibly can, just to show you guys kind of how efficient this is. So we're gonna retreat here and just start the whole cycle over again from, okay, so just saved there, reset the game, here we go. First thing we're gonna do, put the 6 mover right above this tree in the right spot. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, retreat. Here's retreat number 2. Okay, you don't see anybody there. Retreat number 3. Should see those 2 enemies spawn on the map. Boom. Retreat number 4. Just cruising right along. Easy peasy. Start. 5 should see the centaur guy right here, and L for the W right here. Boom. Next one, Elder Bale right next to us on the map, and here we go. That guy. And steal Swift Souls. Boom. I haven't timed that yet, but it's really fast. And for a 6-move unit, it only takes 5 Swift Souls to max them out. So you can do that in, I don't know, 30 minutes or something. I haven't really timed it to see exactly the times. You know, maybe I'll do a little Swift Soul hard mode speed run or something like that. But yeah. Alright, thanks guys. Enjoy.